Hey guys, it's Monday, June 11th, 9:30 p.m. I'm just outside of my school right now. Very tired. I've been up about 35 hours. It's a long story. It's been pretty stressful and some painful stuff going on today. Having to take care of a loved one that's pretty suicidal with they've relapsed into fairly refractory in nature major depression, and it's not fun. It's to see somebody go through that and have to take care of them the whole time. And besides doing that, I've just been just reading a lot the last few days and doing some research because something crazy happened recently. I'm not gonna go into that because this video doesn't need to be 20 minutes, but this video is basically about using new novel targets and basically just using new drug ideas that change H.P.A function essentially, and go after some, I guess, receptors that nobody really thinks about these days. These things were all proven, documented, and discovered around 2002. They were working on drugs to, do these things, and then it just kind of plateaued and, I don't know, just ran out of steam. But these things are documented, they're rapid acting, quite effective. It's almost like, from what I understand from the literature, and I actually ended up receiving these by accident in some respect. It's it's almost like, seems like a better version of ketamine, like way better, and definitely no psychomimetic properties. So what I'm talking about is three targets. So this is all neuroendocrine stuff, related to the H.P.A axis. So there's two well-proven, well-documented targets, and then there's one that's so-so. So the really solid ones are just using a non-peptide antagonist on CRF1 receptors. If you're wondering why it has to be a non-peptide, it's just because peptides can't get through the blood-brain barrier, I guess, in this case. But yeah, I assume you guys know what CRF is. I think it's adrenocortical releasing factor. I don't know what that is. That's not good. But so antagonization of that one in conjunction, and I know you guys know this stuff already. CRF1 is all over the place. Central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. It's perhaps most salient in the limbic system, though. Okay, next one. So the next target in conjunction with this that has been proven to be pretty effective I think they were using transgenic mice, and then I think they were even using, at one point, oral medications on people in 2002, and it seemed to be really fast-acting and cool, but I'll stop rambling. It is vasopressin 1B receptors, again using a non-peptide-based antagonist. Seems like vasopressin 1B receptors are located in the anterior pituitary gland. So you do those two things, and it seems to have pretty novel anxiolytic and fast-acting rapid antidepressant properties. I have no idea what's going on downstream, if it's inhibiting nitric oxide synthase or getting into the mTOR thing. Probably not, but there's a lot going on there. So yeah, so what are some things that hit those? There's some stuff out there, you can just buy it off the internet. I'm going to talk to a doctor about this because I don't dare do this by myself, because I don't really want to die or become crazy. But, so there's this thing, so for antagonization of CRF1, there's these chemicals, like there's one called NGD982, NGD9002, and then just this thing called antilamine hydrochloride, and then almost just threw up. My body's not working at this point. So for antagonization of vasopressin 1B receptors, the only thing out there right now is SSR149415, aka Nevaptin, I think it's called. It was rolling pretty hard, and then it just halted in 2008. I don't know what the deal with that is, but you can still buy it. Um, could potentially be pretty dangerous. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it. Okay, so those two things seem to be. You put those together, it seems to be pretty crazy and pretty effective. And then if you read, obviously, if you put that in conjunction with an SSRI, it's going to be even. It's going to be a force multiplier. But so that's the core of it. And then, for the heck of it, just antagonization of the glucocorticoid receptors. You guys know where those things are, of course, but it seemed to have modest to not the best antidepressant effects. Some though, but it kind of seemed to have some almost cognitive enhancing symptoms. At least it really seemed to help with brain fog in some people. It said cognitive dysfunction, commonly seen in bipolar disorder, very effective for that. But and off topic, I was given a medication that just for a medical problem that was making me feel physically sick. I'm getting into how this damn medicine works, and one thing it does is definitely antagonizes glucocorticoid receptors, and I felt it. It's like I'd say it's more salient than modafinil, the feeling I had of clarity and being able to focus. But I don't know, those are just some thoughts. Sorry the video is so long. And then to wrap it up, I talked to somebody at NIMH who works researching mood disorders. He's obviously into novel medications. That's why I emailed him. And he said he was going to look into this because he said he did hear about this and kind of just, I think it slipped through the cracks, or people kind of forgot about it. But, he said he'd look through it again and look it up. And then I talked to a neuroscientist who works in neuroendocrinology in Britain, just emailing. We were just talking about weird, I guess applications and stuff, but I'm not going to go into that right now. This video is way too long, but that's basically it. And for some reason I was able to talk to Richard Heyer somehow. I didn't think that guy would respond, but he did. We were just talking about TMS, but that's that. Yeah, sorry the video is so long. Thanks, guys. Bye.